Hey everybody, it's Angie Atkinson, and today I'm introducing you to my healing method known as the duo method. Let's get started. All right, so the duo method is how smart people change their lives. So it's a three-step method, and it can literally change your life. It can literally solve any problem, including narcissistic abuse recovery. It helps you through that, okay? It also works for literally almost every single other problem you have in your life. So let's just tell you the steps. They're deceptively simple. Discover the problem, understand the problem, and overcome the problem. So, where are you in your healing journey? Well, let's talk about that. All right. So, there are three phases, like I said. The discovery phase. You've just discovered that you might be dealing with a toxic person who, is or sociopath who, is not empathetic toward you, treats you horribly, is not somebody, there's a lot of manipulation going on, all that stuff. And you want to learn more about it so you can figure out if this is really what's happening in your life. So that's phase one. Phase two, the understanding phase. All right, so or at least you're pretty convinced that you're in a toxic relationship with a narcissist. Whether it's a romantic one, a family one, or a friend or a coworker one, you're pretty sure that you got to leave. And maybe you've already left, but you feel stuck and you can't seem to break free. So this is the understanding phase. You're working on understanding the situation. And then in the overcoming phase, you know what you're dealing with and you've taken the time to get a pretty good understanding of it and you're ready to take back your life. And of course, overcome the narcissistic abuse and its after effects once and for all. All right? So, which phase do you think you're in? Are you in the discovery phase, the understanding phase, or the overcoming phase? Tell me in the comments. All right. So, would you like to know how I developed this method? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you a little story. All right. So, in my lifetime, you know what? I've managed to fix a lot of broken stuff. I'm one of those people who goes, look, I can fix that if I want to fix it, right? So, look, I've used this method for everything from the after effects of narcissistic abuse and PTSD all the way up to losing more than 100 pounds and keeping it off for more than 5 years so far. Still got a little to lose, but I'm getting there. And those are just the big things. I've also managed to leave the corporate world of working for other people and to pursue my dreams and do what I love for a living, which is serving you. And I've managed to build a pretty amazing family. And quite honestly, I generally feel pretty good about my life these days. In general, while life is far from perfect, I've learned how to change my mind when times are tough. And I've learned how to deal with emotions that go along with the tough times. You know what I'm saying? So I think what it comes down to for me is that, you know, it all started with first the discovery of each problem that I would have. And then I learned how to change, my mind. With the understanding of the problem or the issue. Once I understood it, then I could learn how to overcome it in a logical, practical way. And as someone who identifies as an empath, I tend to be emotionally driven. But learning how to handle my emotions was really one of the biggest challenges that I made in my life, and that allowed me to grow and become capable of the various evolutions that I've experienced over the years. So, for me, somehow, the discovery and the recognition of the problem actually led to the solving of the problem. So, in fact, learning how to manage those emotions, and it was literally one of the biggest changes I ever made in my life, and it allowed me to grow and become capable of the various evolutions, like I said. So, because of my study and understanding of both myself and human nature, I was able to sort of make these things happen. And somehow for me, like I said, that the discovery and recognition of the problem would naturally make me want to research and understand it. Um, Obviously, these are sometimes big issues, and like some of the ones I mentioned earlier, but they're also sometimes are little issues like this morning when I realized that my kids had left soap scum on the bathtub. And, since I know that it's part soap, part human dirt, oil, and skin cells, I knew that using a little bit of shampoo on a washcloth might do the trick, and it did a lot faster than even like toxic bleach filled powder could, right? So, look, what it comes down to is this is how smart people everywhere can solve literally every problem in their lives. Discover the problem, understand the problem, overcome the problem. It's the duo method. That's it. That's the duo method. So, what do you think about that? Do you believe that you could discover understand and overcome any problem if you choose to? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Tell me in the comments and let's talk about it. In the meantime, you should know that I will be dividing my content up that way. So you will be able to know that, you know, I will have different playlists to discover, understand, and overcome. You'll be able to, if you're in phase one, phase two, whatever, you can watch the videos that are most applicable to you. And queenbeing.com will also have those videos and posts divided in that way where you can categorize that way as well. So, and my coaching programs are based with, on this method. So, let me know your thoughts. I'm really excited about this. This is kind of a big deal for me announcing this one. So I'm really excited to hear what you think. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon.